Hi, my name is Grace Kelly. I'm a senior and I've been going to LCS for 8 years.
So when would you say your Christian walk really began?
Probably when I was about 7 or 8 years old. From the moment I was born, both my parents and my pastor and his wife just spoke truth into me. They always told me that I was a sinner, that I needed to be saved. And I always just wanted to please them in everything that I did. So I knew that what they were telling me was true because they loved me and they wanted the best for me. So one day I kind of just had a recognition that I needed to be saved. I needed to ask the Lord into my heart. That's what they called it. So I went to my mom and I told her, I was like, Mommy, I want to be saved. And she's like, okay, we need to talk to your pastor. So the next Sunday, I talked to him and he prayed with me, and then I prayed, and for the next week he came and counseled me every night just to make sure, since I was so young, I understood what I was doing. And the next week I got baptized.
So how has being a Christian affected your day-to-day life and your overall mentality?
When I was a kid, I was really bossy. I used to go to Park Elementary School, and I would want everyone to be doing the right thing so that we could please the teacher. So I made sure that they did. And that kind of carried through to 5th grade. And my mom didn't want me to go to middle school at Creekside, so we came to Lafayette. And the environment completely changed. It was a Christian environment, and my level of wanting to please people just skyrocketed because I knew that these people were Christians and they expected, I thought they expected perfection. And I just wanted to be that. I wanted to please everyone. I did not want anyone to look down on me. And so from that, I kind of lived my life in that way where I would just go through the motions of trying to please people. And basically, one day I was in Sunday school, and Miss Glenann, my teacher, told me that whenever I sinned, I needed to confess to the Lord, but also confess that to the person I sinned against. So in my head one day, I had a bad thought about my mom because she was upset at me about something I probably did wrong, and I just got mad at her, and I thought to myself, I hate you. And I was like, oh no, Lord, please forgive me, but what do I have to do now? I have to go tell my mom. And so I went to my mom and I was crying because I did not want to tell her that I thought that thought, because I really didn't believe it in my heart. But she thought I did once I told her, and she was really devastated. And after that, I got into a rut of thinking to myself, every single time I sinned, I hate you. Not the person, myself. I would hate myself. I would tear myself down and be like, you are not good enough. You can't do this. And I forgot the gospel. And I would live a life of works pretty much. And it was until my mother recognized this in me. She would see me crying. She'd be like, why are you crying? I'd be like, Mom, I hate myself. I did this wrong thing. I sinned against God. I've displeased people. I've displeased the Lord. And I'm so mad at myself. And she taught me that I was just letting the devil get to my head, letting my flesh control me instead of allowing the Lord's grace to overflow me and forgiving myself. So she took me to my pastor, and he gave me my favorite verse, 1 John 4:4, you are God's little children and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he who is in the world. And then I also had another conversation with my Sunday school teacher, and this was when I was older, so this was a different teacher. She gave me Romans 8:1, says, "There's therefore now no condemnation to them who are in Christ Jesus." And so I was able to slowly overcome that because I realized that Jesus' blood covered my sins, and I had no reason to be beating myself up anymore because I could rejoice. I needed to have the joy of the Lord so that others could see that on me. And the Lord couldn't work through me if I hated myself constantly. And I still struggle today with wanting people to please people in everything that I do. But I am still learning that if I seek the Lord in all that I do, He will eventually instill in me the desire to glorify Him before I glorify anyone else.